As we approach Katanning, the first feature you will come across is a big roundabout. In years past, because of Katanning standing as a major sheep selling centre, trucks would rumble through the town's streets on their way to the sale yards. In an effort to divert the heavy traffic, the Great Southern Highway was extended, thus creating a bypass past the town. As with towns cut off from the Hume Highway in Eastern Australia, it was noticed that travellers also tended to bypass the town, and the tourist traffic declined. The placement of the roundabout on the main highway now welcomes travellers. Katanning has a population of around 3,800. The town was founded in 1889 when Perth to Albany Railway was constructed. There are more than 200 heritage-listed buildings and places in Katanning. Places include buildings, structures, gardens, cemeteries, memorials, landscapes and archaeological sites. Entry in the register is reserved for places of state cultural heritage significance and is the highest recognition afforded at the state level. Heritage places are entered in the state register after an assessment and registration process which includes extensive consultation with owners, local governments and other stakeholders. The majority of heritage-listed buildings and places in Katanning are of local significance and are listed in the Shire of Katanning Municipal Inventory. There are 15 also on the state register. This statue of Frederick Henry Piesse was erected in 1916. The Piesse brothers built the roller flour mill in the late 1800s and were prominent in the early establishment of the town. The Piesse family constructed Kabelia as the family home. It was used for many years as a girls' boarding school and is now a conference centre managed by the local Baptist church. In 1904, A.E. Piesse built this winery to process grapes harvested from the Piesse family vineyards. When the winery ceased to produce wine, many of the winemaking tools and casks were sold to the monks at New Norcia, north of Perth. The Parade of Flags is an indication and acknowledgement of the origins and cultural diversity of the town's residents. The Katanning Harmony Festival is a street festival which showcases the positive aspect of Katanning's cultural diversity as the community comes together to offer a festival that promises colour, culture, connection and excitement. It features live entertainment, cooking demonstrations, kids zone, hands-on activities, displays, market stalls and an international food village. When the local abattoir was constructed in the late 70s, a number of Cocos Islanders moved to Katanning to find work. The community integrated easily into the town and currently has a population of around 350. The Shire of Katanning operates the largest undercover sheep selling complex in the Southern Hemisphere. The roof covers 4.2 hectares and the tarmac area covers 6 hectares. The water from the roof is collected in 6 tanks holding 1.5 million litres. This water is used as drinking water for stock, truck washing and treated for canteen use. The tarmac water is collected in dams and in future will be pumped into the upgraded town lake for recreational use. There is a 4.2 kilowatt solar farm on the roof of the canteen. The yards are capable of holding up to 40,000 sheep. Ewlyamartup was an important meeting place and water source for local Noongar Aboriginals long before European settlement. It came to be known as police pools after the area was used as an outpost of the Kojonup police station from 1865 to 1870. It was the original campsite of the first policemen in the Katanning district, enabling them to visit isolated sandalwood cutters and early settlers in the area. With the closure of the police post in 1871 and the settlement of Katanning in 1889, police pools became a highly popular recreational facility. Between 1908 and 1909, Daisy Bates lived at the pools as part of a lifelong association with Aboriginal people. she encouraged greater understanding amongst Europeans of traditional Aboriginal ways. In 1939, the Katanning branch of the West Australian Historical Society erected a cairn to commemorate the first police outpost in the district and those who served there. During the 1950s, there was a further decline in popularity as salinity became a problem, degrading the area. Renewed interest was sparked during the early 1980s, initiating the rehabilitation of the reserve during the 1990s. Local people and agencies carried out much of the extensive rehabilitation and revegetation works, including planting, earthworks, flora and fauna surveys and monitoring. Native flora species have been established along a boardwalk through the wetlands, enabling easy access to the entire site. In 2010, Lake Ewlyamartup was a hypersaline yellow smelly lake. Then the Lake Ewlyamartup Working Group, Katanning Landcare, government and community volunteers decided to rejuvenate this 100-hectare lake located 18 kilometres east of Katanning. They planted more than 150,000 trees, removed 20,000 cubic metres of nutrient-rich black sludge and erected 40 kilometres of fencing. A fertiliser runoff trial was established, a water monitoring and stormwater awareness program undertaken, and a recreation area plan was developed. Lake Ewlyamartup is home to 95 species of birds, including 3 priority species, and is important for late season habitat when other local wetlands have dried up. Now it's time to leave Katanning as we head south. Our next port of call is Broome Hill. If you enjoyed this video, there's over 200 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. Thanks for watching.